are embarking in this incredible adventure of visiting the Architecture Biennale, which starts tomorrow. And today we are just we are tourists, so we are going to like San Marco and we're gonna get gelato. And, that there is like Piazza San Marco, and this is the behind. We imagine the already just people like praying here.
Yeah, yeah, the priest like sitting down here.
Ciao. Do you wanna enter like the church?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, if I have to qualify this building architecturally, I think it's like neoclassical. No, it's not neoclassical. Neoclassical is after. This is our actual view, which I think it's kind of crazy. I gotta say, I'm a real big fan of the pine trees there. I think that's really cute.
We need to have channel. Yeah.
Bella, what are we doing?
Yes, two channel. We prepare lunch for later because we don't like that. They have food.
So we are making our own little sandwiches to eat at the Architecture Biennale. So Venice has always been a trading city. So this means that people would like get really rich, and rich people they wanted art. So art has always been a really important business in Venice. People were making art, people were exchanging art. The Biennale started for artists to show their work every 2 years and exchange art. And only in the 1980s, so much later than the first art Biennale, the first architecture Biennale was created, which is really important because like there was no architecture exhibition that was international. Let's say like every country presented their works of architecture in history. So Venice was the first place before social media, before like the internet. Every architect that wanted to show something, they went to Venice, they promoted their work as a way to like share new knowledge. And from the 1980s, it's become one of the, well, basically the most important architecture event happening every 2 years. Like a really nice combination of technology and like textural materials, because you don't expect like a textile thing to have lights and LED lights. You expect it like a metal thing.
And also like kind of protect you, you know? It's like, I mean, it feels protected, but it's also
really cozy, like
yeah.
And I think the shades as well, it's really nice.
Yeah.
It feels like something alive or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
like
my review of this.
Like kind of a tree, but also like blood, like vessel or like human tissue. I don't know.
Okay, Bea and I have entered the pavilion of the innovative or recycled bio-based materials, and we are really liking this one. I'm an architectural person. What comes through your mind visiting this exhibition?
It's really nice. I like how they try to find like more ecological like solutions to build like buildings and like bring together the human beings and the like nature, because now it's like we are like separated.
And we walked in like a part of the exhibition that's concerning like AI models. And a lot of the AI models are put inside robots. So we have like architecture knowledge robots. So you can ask them about like architecture questions. There's one here where you can interact with sound. Like, so now I'm gonna do it, and Bea as well, because she is scared of robots, but she's gonna like get over her fear right now. So as you can see here, it's an AI generated 2D prompts for architecture, which it's super interesting because you have all of these visualizations on the laptop, and then suddenly in the Biennale you have the actual 3D built version of them, which is really crazy. So right now, Bea is interacting with the environment. It's coming from the canal, and it's following this pipe up here. And it will turn into the water that's gonna be pressed for my espresso, and I can't wait to try it. Okay, so this is the first national pavilion we visit of the Biennale outside of the general exhibition, and it's the Italian pavilion. And we have Bea, who it's Italian, so we're gonna see what they have to offer here. The top floor is like a really interesting library where you can find really nicely published books about Venice. I was also looking through this book, and this book was talking about the whole identity of the Mediterranean, how architecture and the public imaginary interacts with the sea, which is also kind of interesting. And there's all these sounds around the exhibition, with water and now you can really see at sunset time how the whole water is reflected in the pavilions, which is a really interesting effect.
Right now, I think we watched enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about my opinion on this year's Biennale, because it was my first Biennale, but I've been following this event for like maybe last 4 years, so I have read articles about other Biennales and they were already positive. And for this one, um, everyone kind of agreed that it was a bit overwhelming. It was like really broad, with a lot of artificial intelligence, a lot of science project, maybe too scientific, and in general, like the critics, and I also agree with the critics, it was too crowded with projects. And there's like some example of newspaper covers that were kind of dramatic and critical with it. So for me, as a first-time visitor, I enjoyed the experience, but I also felt like the message got a bit lost in the overload of installation. So maybe it was ambitious, but maybe a bit too much. Yeah.
So this is for
We are back, baby.
Hola. today is the second day of the Biennale officially. Yesterday was the inauguration, today is the second day. And I'm here with in the second venue of the event, which is Giardini. And we are starting our journey through architecture with a really good focaccia and espresso. Here we have the Austria Pavilion, and it's about social housing in Vienna and how it's organized differently from the rest of Europe. And here we have like a transition from how it started and where is it going now.
You can put subtitles inside.
I must be in a good place now. I must be in a good place now. Thanks for joining us in the shade.
So we found this project, and it's actually located in Murcia, which is my city, and I'm so excited. It's actually not Finland, it's like Nordic countries pavilion, and this is my favorite pavilion of the Biennale because of the large spans of structure. So for example, like that window there has like 10 meters and there's no columns in between. And the best thing about the pavilion is this here, which is completely respected in the structure and doesn't need it. Okay, so we in the Spanish pavilion right now, and I am really happy to be here. And I also got a bit of information about the exhibition. What I really liked about this exhibition is that every project has a really clear technical and real life pictures, and it's also accompanied by a model. So here we can have the model of project number 5 with a really easy to understand framework of section of the building and a relationship to either the materials or how the materiality is a structure or ecology. So in this case is where the bricks come from. The Biennale is over. It's closing. Well, it's over for us. It's gonna run until December or September. And this is me and Bea after 2 days of intense reading and cultural understanding, and we are dead. I think
Some the hours is like 14 hours.
that's literally 14 hours.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Che cos'è l'amore? Chiedivo al vento che sferza il suo lamento sulla ghiaia del viale del tramonto, alla maca gelata che ha perso il suo gazebo, guai dalla stagione andata all'ombra del lampione San Fusilano. Che cos'è l'amore? Chiedivo alla porta.
Hello.
Alla guardarobiera nera al suo romanzo rosa che sfoglia senza posa, al saluto riverente del peruviano dondolante che chi nel capo al lustro della settima polare.
We are here waiting for our friend to join us for pizza. He's showing his like calcetines.
I would lay down, but really clean Venice. Like last time I came here,
Yeah, the streets.
streets was smelly. Like I could smell.
Really?
I could like.
Maybe because in the summer, you came in summer. Maybe it's the summer that waste
Here
smells.
it's clean. Rocks are marble. Like look at this. Look at this.
You don't
You
find
don't
this
find
in
this
the
in
Netherlands.
other pavements. Yeah, like having marble as your basic material.
Dramatic zoom in.
Surprise. Cha is the girl we're waiting for dinner, and I am waiting for her because she's a nice person. But
del peruviano dondolante che chi nel capo al lustro della settima polare. Ai permette signorina, sono il re della
Yes,
cantina.
don't worry, I'm not gonna drop it.
Tutto crocco sotto
Yeah,
i
this spot is really
largo di
zoomed
San
in.
Rocco.
yeah, I think that's
Is that is the normal, right?
yeah, but that's like video. I think if you put it in. Okay, so we are here with a special guest here. It's called Cha, and we are gonna have the first wine toast of the Biennale because we deserve a chill moment today.
Fuck, it's the weekend. Time to forget about all your problems. Those can wait till
Okay.
No. Here I am trying to have a leisurely night with my friends, and they're all doing Duolingo. Like, look at this view. We are in a nice rooftop bar in Venice, and yeah, so that's what's happening here. Okay, so here we are in the Lithuania pavilion, and one of the best things about the Biennale this year is that some of the pavilions are hosted outside of the Arsenale, which means that they are hosted in buildings that are normally closed. So now you have access to these beautiful churches that normally you wouldn't have access to. I'm in the middle of Venice right now, and I came out of the Lithuanian Pavilion of Architecture, and you could do your own lino print postcards. So I did them with an imprint of the forest in Lithuania. The problem is there's paint on it, so I'm just waiting for it to get dry while I continue my walk around Venice. And Bea, right now, she is in class at university, so I have to wait 100%. This is also like the first time I come to Venice and have actual time to. Well, it's my second time in Venice. It's the first time I actually have time to look around the city and notice the small details. Like everywhere you go, like every part of the city has all this detail that's handmade. That you can literally imagine people placing the stones one by one, and it's so nice.